Today's Bible story is Jesus feeds the 5,000. Jesus not only told stories and taught people about what God's kingdom is like, but he wanted others to be able to pass the message on. So Jesus chose men and women to help him. Those who followed Jesus were called disciples. What's that, Francis John? Today you and your friends are having a teddy bear's picnic. Oh, that sounds exciting. You're going to take some of your favourite honey sandwiches and also some chocolate cake. Nice. Well, our story today is all about a picnic and how Jesus fed all the people who were there. Are you ready for today's story? Jesus feeds the 5,000. Jesus was with his disciples when he looked up and saw a large crowd had followed him. He felt sorry for them and said to Philip, "Where can we buy bread for all these people to eat?" Jesus asked Philip this question to test him. Jesus already knew what he planned to do. Philip answered, "Someone would have to work almost a year to buy enough bread for each person here to have only a little piece." Another disciple there was Andrew. He was Peter's brother. Andrew said, "Here is a boy with 5 loaves of bread and 2 fish. But that is not enough for so many people." Jesus said, "Tell the people to sit down." This was a very grassy place. There were over 5,000 people who sat down there. Then Jesus took a loaf of bread. He thanked God for the bread and gave it to the people who were sitting there. He did the same with the fish. He gave them as much as they wanted. When they all had enough to eat, when they had finished, Jesus said to his disciples, "Gather the pieces of fish and bread that were not eaten. Don't waste anything." So they gathered up the pieces that were left. They filled 12 large baskets with the pieces that were left of the 5 barley loaves and fish. We heard in our story how Jesus fed 5,000 people with a boy's picnic of 5 loaves and 2 fish. Instead of eating it himself, the boy was willing to give Jesus his lunch. Because of his generosity, Jesus was able to make a difference to 5,000 people. I wonder, what things do you have or are good at that you could use to make a difference to others? You may like to close your eyes and think about that now. I'm going to say a prayer, and if you would like to make it your prayer too, please say Amen after me at the end. Dear God, thank you for the generosity of the boy in giving up his lunch to Jesus. Please help me to be generous with the things I have and know that Jesus can use even a little to make a big difference. Amen. What's that, Francis John? You think there should be enough food at your picnic, but if not, you'd be willing to share your chocolate cake, but you're not so sure about your honey sandwiches. Well, thank you for joining us for our story today, Jesus Feeds the 5,000. We look forward to you joining us again soon. Goodbye and God bless.